Okay, so I've just been spending like all weekend playing the Evil Dead game beta. I just want to put it out there that going into this, I was a little bit doubtful of this game because when does it come out? Like the 17th of May or something. We hadn't seen a full match play out. We're getting so close to release date. I'm like, this game is gonna blow. Something's wrong. Something's like they're not telling us something. But anyways, beta came out of nowhere. It's only been on Xbox. You had to be in the insider hub or some bullshit like that to get into it, and obviously I was able to get into it. But yeah, so I was just like, this come out of nowhere. I want to try the game out now. This is the best way to know what's going to happen with this game, basically, because we haven't seen anything. Not really. We've seen clips of like how like actions work and stuff like that, but you don't know how the match plays out. You don't know the process. You don't know how the demon works. Like, nothing's really been shown properly. And I got in and I was like, you have to agree to not show any footage or take screenshots or anything like that. I was like, fine. I don't understand why. At this point, I don't understand why, but when I saw that, I was like, this game is trash. They're trying to hide something. But anyway, I got into the game. I've had an absolute blast. Most played beta of all time. There's no way I haven't played it like any. I can't think of any other beta I've put this amount of time in, and it feels like a waste of time because progress never goes over from a beta to the main game. So it's like, what are you grinding out exactly? But I just can't stop playing it. I've played more Survivor than I've played Demon, but both play styles work for me. And it's rare that I say that, because when I play Dead by Daylight, I gotta admit I don't like being the killer because it's in first person. It just feels ass. I just don't like the process of it. It's missing something. But with Friday the 13th, I enjoyed both play styles, being the counselors or being Jason. It didn't bother me. Going into this, how do I explain how this works? Okay, right, we'll start with the Survivor. So you're on a big ass map, you are. I want to say it's bigger. It's definitely a bigger map than Friday the 13th. It is, but it's the same process of that if you've played that game. So you're running around, searching cabins, trying to find, you've got health items, amulets that protect you, like defense-wise. You've got different kinds of weapons, melee, long range, the ammo for them. Am I forgetting anything else? You also find boxes, like loot boxes, and it's like, obviously you open them and you get drinks out of them. This is what you use to upgrade your character in-game, not out on the menu where you unlock skills and stuff like that. It's just in-game, so it's just for that match. You drink pink fuck. I was wondering how they're going to incorporate this, because that's one of my favourite episodes on Ash vs Evil Dead, when they make pink fuck. That shit's funny as hell, so the fact that they've got it in the game is awesome. But yeah, that's how that game works, where it's just like, you obviously go around cabins and you're finding stuff. Also, to get to where you need to be, you've got to find 3 map pieces that are located all over the map. Don't worry, it does tell you. It'll say, like, in the top right corner, look for the map piece in Dead End. That's like an area on the map. So you want to go to Dead End and look through the cabins and you'll find the map piece. The only problem I have with this is the demon's not told about where the map piece is. At least I couldn't see it. Like I say, I haven't spent much time with the demon, but I felt like I was just floating around like an idiot, being like, where the fuck should I go? Where people at? So you're just floating around hoping to find them. But yeah, after you get your 3 map pieces, that's when you'll unlock the pages for the book and the Kandarian dagger. So you've got to go and grab them. When you go there and you activate them to come to you, it's like you've got to stay in this area and fight off loads of hordes of demons and stuff. And at this point, this is where the demon stuff gets really hard to survive, because they start bringing in the bosses and stuff, and it's just like, it'll slap you around. So if you really don't pick the right classes, I'm telling you, man, classes are so important. The survivors have classes. There's a leader, a warrior, a hunter, and support. You really need a support character, because when they heal, like they use a heal item, it heals the group. People don't realize this. They're like, the support characters don't have much attack, so you run around, you're not doing much damage, but somebody needs to be them. And if you split off and separate, and that demon finds you, you're dead. You are done. And if one person goes, it makes it so hard to survive the final stages. Now, don't keep in mind, if you die, your soul leaves your body, and you can get the other players can capture your soul, take it to an altar, and resurrect you. So it's not like permadeath. It's only permadeath at the very last section. It is. So if you're not like, it's not like game over if you drop dead right at the start of the game, but it's just like you're causing issues, because it's better to get everything as quick as possible, because the longer you wait, the demon's power level rises, and it just gets crazier from that point. But yeah, once you've got the dagger and you've got the pages, that's when you've got to defeat the Dark Ones. The book shows up, and you've got to protect the book for like 2 minutes, and then you win the match. You do. But during this, the demon's bringing in bosses. It's putting in traps, like the tree traps. It can possess you if your fear gauge goes too high. Didn't even mention the fear gauge. When you're running around in the dark, your fear gauge goes up once it hits a certain point, and you're at max fear. The demon can possess you. Obviously, he can possess you as long as he's got that energy. He does. So you at that point, you're attacking your teammates. You're wasting ammo. They're attacking you. You're losing health because of it. It's a nightmare. It is. But obviously, at the start of the game, when he possesses you, it doesn't really have the energy to stay in your body long enough. So it's not really that big of an issue. But later on in the game, the match, oh man, all your health's gone, all your ammo's gone. He's ran you across the map. You're nowhere near where you need to be. Oh, what a ball ache. But also when you survive it, because it's more so when you survive, when you get hit by it, the demon can like rush you in their mode. It's like a fear rusher to create more fear in the character, and it's like a jump scare. It makes this loud fucking noise. Big ass face appears on the screen. I killed myself laughing the first few times it happened. I think it's an awesome feature. I wasn't expecting it. It didn't make me jump or anything, but I was just like, that's got to get someone, like, you can just tell. Because it just comes out of nowhere. It's just like this really loud fucking noise. It's like, oh shit. It's awesome. Absolute blast. But yeah, it's very a mishmash of a lot of these horror games, like multiplayer games, in one for the survivor camp, like side of the game. And then when you get on the demon side of the game, the demon, you're floating around in the POV camera, so it's just like the, you know what I mean. If you've seen Evil Dead, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But you're doing that, so it's kind of cool. It's not making that noise, so you end up making that noise like a child, and everyone's looking in your house being like, what the fuck are you doing, you loser? You can't help it, man. It's Evil Dead. Your camera's moving around, you gotta make that weird noise. But the best way to explain the demon, if you've played Resident Evil Resistance, it's the Mastermind gameplay, but way less complicated. You've got to float around, collect energy. With the energy, you use the energy to summon open portals and summon demons. The demons you can either leave to AI to control to attack other players. You can set traps. Again, this all uses energy. As your fear gauge goes up, your demon level, if you will, that's when you can upgrade. You don't get picked fuck for the demon. That'd be kind of funny as well, I guess. But that's not how that works. You level him up, and you can unlock your portals. You can unlock your boss, make them stronger. So like I said, the longer the match goes on, all those balls fill up, and the demon is just unstoppable force. So you need to move quick as a survivor. But yeah, the best way I can explain it is it's just that mastermind stuff. So in Resident Evil Resistance, you used to use cards to summon zombies, but you could only do it if you had the right energy and you were jumping around cameras. So take the cameras away, you can float around first person anywhere you want to go. And then you're just dropping in like demons and stuff, and then when you, depending on what demons drop in or you find them on the map, you can thingy them, you can like possess them and control them, possess other players, possess the car, the trees, bring in a boss. When you bring the boss in, obviously you auto control that. That's pretty much it with the demon. It's honestly, it's Mastermind but simplistic, and it works. It's way better because of it, because Mastermind, the one thing that puts people off with the Mastermind gameplay on that Resident Evil Resistance was like, what the fuck's going on? There's too much going on. But with this, it's just the right level. I had fun with it. Sure, I was playing Survivor way more because I was having way more fun with that. It's just my playstyle. But if you're into causing absolute havoc on other players and picking them off and feeling like, I don't know, feeling like you're moving the chess pieces, being like, I'm better than you, I'm just going to put this here and you're dead. You know what I mean? Like you feel like you're in God mode or something. The Demon's so fun. So fun. Had an absolute blast all weekend with it. The graphics look good. The sound's good. Honestly, the soundtrack's cool as hell. They've nailed... Like, the song isn't, like, from Evil Dead, but it sounds like it's from Evil Dead, and I mean, like, all the Evil Deads. If you've seen all the Evil Deads, you know the sound is very different for each thing. Like, the first Evil Dead is very, like, old-school, classic horror soundtrack, it is, and it's got this, like, really nostalgic feel to it. There's part of the song in this one with the themes and stuff like that. It just sounds like that, and it's like, how have they done this? They've nailed it so well. Don't know who did the soundtrack, but that guy is, or girl, I guess, is really good. Whoever's done it, well done. The gameplay is awesome. I've had a few issues. When they say don't, like, record any footage or anything like that, I don't understand why, because I only had this, like, happen once. And then the other thing is just, I don't know if it's lag or something. So basically the game might stutter. You'll be driving a car down, like, a mountain, and it'll just stop, like, freeze frame, and then come back in and you're going again. So it's like a frame drop, but I feel like it's lag. I don't think everyone else is experiencing it. It's just you. So I don't understand what it is. It's weird. I'm not sure what you would call that, but you get a point. A lot of multiplayer games have that. And the other issue I had, this is a glitch. When I was the Demon, I did a fear move. So, like, that jump scare thing that you would cause on the player, hit him. And then all of a sudden, my UI disappeared, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't summon, I couldn't possess. All I could do was watch the survivors win the game. So they must have been thinking this Demon player sucks, but in reality, I couldn't do anything. I literally couldn't do it. I could have turned the game off, but I was just like, maybe I can figure this out and get it to work. Literally nothing was happening. I couldn't pick up energy. I couldn't see the energy bar if I had. It was just a mess. I don't understand why that happened, and I don't know what I did to trigger it, but it is there. But other than that, what an absolute blast. They have nailed the Evil Dead multiplayer experience, and I had my doubts. Going into this, I was thinking that Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is probably going to be the multiplayer game. It is. That's the one to wait for. But this Evil Dead game just doesn't, like, live up to expectations. Boy, was I wrong. Evil Dead multiplayer game. I'm going to sweat the shit out of that. Cannot wait. Bring me on. Hopefully there's another beta, because I think it needs to be on PlayStation so PlayStation guys can get a go of it, because there's nothing to worry about. These devs don't want you seeing stuff like that. There's nothing to worry about. This game is awesome. Friday the 13th fans are going to like it because of the way it's designed. People who played that Resident Evil Resistance are going to like it because of the way the Kandarian Demon works. If you just like Evil Dead, the amount of throwbacks and shit, awesome. Single player, I know people talk about single player and stuff. I didn't see anything. There's missions on the main menu. You couldn't get into it. You were never going to get into that in the beta. Don't expect a single player campaign. It's just not happening. I'm telling you, man. People think there's going to be, like, a story mode. No, there's not going to be a story mode. I don't know why people are still holding on for that. But the multiplayer is awesome, and it's user-friendly. It's easy to get in. Sure, you're going to get your ass kicked, like, later on in the match, probably, because it does get hard near the end. But just deal with it, man. Get used to it. Jump into multiplayer. I know I'm going to be on it day one. Cannot wait. I'm sold. Absolute blast. Alright, people. That's all I got. I'll catch you later.